Hello. Today I thought I'd do a quick video dealing with some ideas around using syllables, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, for ear training and sight singing. Many of us, if we see a note that's in the top space of the treble clef staff, well, if we read, we might know that that's an open E on the first string of the guitar. One of my teachers years ago, and he's still actually doing it and working on it, Larry, he could look at a sheet of music with no guitar in his hands, even though he is a guitarist, and he could sing you exactly what the notes are on the page. So I was always impressed by that. I can't do it. My ears are naturally not very, good in terms of learning by ear and singing notes and stuff like that. I remember as a teenager just starting guitar, had a friend who never played an instrument in his life. I handed him the guitar. He starts playing Windmills of Your Mind on one string. And that just blew me out. I was just, how are you doing that? Where's the sheet music? I don't see any notes. Where's the staff? But he was doing it by ear, and he was doing it because he had a really good sense of relative pitch, and he had a really good musical memory. And it was a song he really liked a lot, so he had heard it millions of times. Anyway, if we look at this is the C major scale descending. And the syllables are, for C we have do, B is T, A is La, G is So, Fa is for the F, Mi is for E, Re is the D, and then the C on the bottom, that's going to be do again, of course. We all know the old childhood song, do, a deer, a female deer, re, a drop of golden sun, me, a name I call myself. That's a similar principle. I think I have to go back and look at it. Haven't really ever examined it, but I think what they're doing is they're having the kids sing the do as the C. The re note that they sing is actually the D. The mi is actually the E, just like what we're doing here. In any event, as somebody who didn't have really good, naturally good ears, I always had a real affinity for music. I always loved music. I was always able to read music, once I started learning, and to play it okay. But the ear thing was always an impediment. So here's an idea if you're like me and you need to just work on your sense of relative pitch. For the major second, okay, now if we're thinking in terms of the scale from the lowest note to the highest note, this is the ascending C major scale. If you want to know how to do or sing or hear, it's really not about singing because I can't sing either, but it's about hearing the notes and having a sense for what they are when you hear them and recognizing what intervals they are. But if you're trying to get a major second sound in your head, Silent Night is a good one. Silent Night. So those first two notes, sol, la, sol, mi. First two here, if you can see that, sol, la, sol. That's going up a major second and coming back down to major second. Okay, I had a hard time finding an example of a melody that some of us may have heard for the major third. That would be from C up to E. In other words, from do up to mi. If you're old enough, like me, if you're decrepit enough to remember the Annals in the 60s, they had a song, We Got to Get Out of This Place. And I don't even know what the words are, but it's like, so it's do, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, do. So here again, the first two different notes. That's a major third. That's a jump from C to E. Okay, there's a few that we can look at for perfect fourth over here. Let me get my pen again. Perfect fourth. Here, if we have a C going up to F, that's do going up to fa. And you can think of Bobby Darin, Beyond the Sea. Somewhere beyond the sea. Okay, but just the first two notes are what we need. Do, fa. Somewhere beyond the sea. Now, another one you could use for the perfect fourth is a song I really love, All the Things You Are. Okay, now that's going to be do going up to fa, but we're going to do it an octave higher. So it's do, sorry, I'm not even singing the right note. Do, fa, do. Okay, so yeah, that's the jump of C to F, do to fa, perfect fourth. Okay, for the perfect fifth over here, just think in terms of the Christmas song. I don't even remember the name of the song, but the lyric is, do you hear what I hear? Okay, and it's do, do, sol, sol, do, sol, do, sol, do, sol. Okay, so going from the do to the sol is our perfect fifth. G to C to G. Okay, for a sixth, if you think of Nat King Cole's Christmas song, bring you over here. Do up to La. Do up to La is the same thing as saying C up to A. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. The second line of the song is actually a sixth. So it's Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Okay? So Jack Frost, do, la, do, la. That's our sixth. There's another much even older song that you may not be aware of. The Platters had a song, My Prayer. My prayer, ba, ba, da, ba, ba, ba. Okay? But again, it's just those first two notes, C up to A, that's our sixth. For a major seventh, let's see. If you think Norah Jones, don't know why, it starts on the C, and it jumps up a major seventh to the open B, and then comes down. So it's do, ti, sol. Be nice if I played the right note, that would help. Do, ti, sol, sol, mi, mi, do, do. I waited for the sun. Whatever that is. I waited till I saw the sun, yeah. I waited till I saw the sun. Okay, I don't think you can see it at the moment. I'll probably move this whole thing in a minute so you can see the other side. But yeah, an octave would be the one I referenced earlier. The very first line of the Christmas song. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. So it's do, 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 do. Okay? All right. Hope you're hanging in there. So, if we look at how to descend an interval of a perfect fifth, okay, that could be okay. Some of these are out of the original key, so they may not click with you right away. But if I was playing that much lower, that would sound like the bass line that introduces Temptations' hit My Girl. So do do, so do do, so do do, so do do. Yeah, sorry. Now we're going to use that same song again in a minute for another little thing. Okay, so yeah, that's our descending fifth. Another tune that you may not be as aware of, Have You Met Miss Jones? It descends from an A, which is our La, down to Re, which is our D. La, Re, Do, Re, Do. That's we'll do it again. Have you met Miss Jones? Okay? A little bit of an obscure tune, but it's a nice jazz standard. It's also descending fifth. Okay, yeah, we looked earlier at all the things you are. That's a fourth. Do up to Fa. We already did that. Okay, here's a nice one. Giant steps. The first four notes of the melody, if we move it to our key of C major, we're just keeping everything in C major so we don't have to go nuts with sharps and flats and everything. But if you think of it, okay, so the first five notes there, it's B, G, E, C, and then we kind of go out of key because, of course, Giant Steps is constantly moving through different keys. But the first four notes, it's B, G, E, C, which is actually, with our syllables, T, Sol, Mi, Do. T, Sol, Mi, Do. Then we move out of the thing onto more irrelevant information we don't need right now. Yeah, another one we could think of is, if you're thinking of the distance from T to Do, that's a minor second. It's also known as a half step. There's a song called The Song Is You. T, do, do, ti, ti, do, do. note is. But yeah, that's B, C, C, B, B, C, C. And again, using our syllables, T, do, do, T, T, do, do. Okay, let's take a look at just two more things. One more thing, actually. If I can move this over without killing myself, it would be wonderful. Trying to get to the far right of this whiteboard. Let's see. All it is it's an ascending C major pentatonic scale. Okay, and it's kind of right here. So, C major pentatonic. We've all used pentatonic scales. You have your C major. You have your C minor. In this case, we're going to try to sing Do, Re, Mi, Sol, La, Do. Do, Re, Mi, Sol, La, Do. Do, Re, Mi, Sol, La, Do. The opening guitar riff. My Girl. It's the intro before the vocal starts. Yeah, so just some ideas on how you can think of melodies that you've heard a million times. See if you can hook them up with the syllables that we're using. The solfege, this sight singing thing, these syllables are also called solfege. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And it's a nice way to start to develop your ear. Maybe you're lucky and you don't have to really develop it. Some people just have perfect pitch. Some people have really fantastic relative pitch. Anyway, I hope it's helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Might do more on this in the future. This is one of those things that I'm trying to kind of learn and get better at. And I'm just sharing what I'm working on. But anyway, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching, and talk to you soon.